Sydney Morning Herald. Canberra set to put a dampener on India's pink ball preparations. Yeah, the weather's not good. They even say that McSweeney, Labuschagne and Smith don't require extra batting practice. I think they do. He's the magician. Why Bumrah causes nightmares. CA won't tell fans how to feel about the Australia Day vows, Chairman. Okay. Look at that page there. He's pretty much the complete package as a bowler, says Damien Fleming. Our test team is under pressure. We must beware Australian cricket zombie, says Malcolm Knox. Okay, so that's the Sydney Morning Herald. Sydney Telegraph. Gets set for test blow-up. Hi everyone, it's Norman Kochneck here yet again for Eyes on Sports or Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochneck. I'm here near Queen's Park in Sydney and I'm actually going to look at two papers, today being Saturday the 30th of November. The Saturday Telegraph is there and the other paper I'm going to talk about is the Sydney Morning Herald, both from Saturday. Well, let's just start with the Sydney Morning Herald, shall we? The bottom article there is about Canberra, which is, of course, where the Prime Minister's 11 match against India will be played next week. You see there that Canberra is set to put a dampener on India's pink ball preparation. So it's the weather, purely the weather. The weather is not very good there, and they'll be dampened. And Prime Minister Albanese joked with Virat Kohli, the Australian cricketers were suffering after the tourist win in Perth. Cheeky of him. It also says that McSweeney, Labuschagne and Smith don't need to have a so-called extra hit prior to the test match. I think they do need an extra hit. Anyway, that's what it says here. Then we have, in a few pages back, Daniel Brettick talks at length about Bumrah. He's the magician. Why Bumrah causes, of course, a lot of nightmares. And there's a lot of lovely pictures of him there. And the bowling and the various stories there. Of course, the famous bowling action you can see. Basically, he has full force, the braced front leg, creates the hypertension, not throwing, of course. He makes the batter look silly, of course, as well. Damien Fleming describes him as the complete package as a bowler. Damien Fleming wasn't the complete package, but anyway. All right. The other article there is about CA won't tell fans how to feel about Australia Day. That's another issue. When the Australia Day falls during these tests, we tend to celebrate them and we have different ways of celebrating them. And CA, Cricket Australia, aren't going to get involved with that because it basically is a bit much for them, to be honest. Okay, then we go further on and we have an article here about, basically, this is from Malcolm Knox, who's a great writer. Our test team is under pressure. We, as a team, basically we must be aware of the Australian cricket zombies. meaning they could awaken themselves from the dead. And Australian cricket is a vertically integrated corporation of nice. Don't quite get that point, but anyway, I don't think they're a corporation of nice at all. So as Australia went down in Perth like a fast motion sunset, the undead zombie of our cricket culture rose out of the dark. Okay, basically having a go at our style. It's a bit critical, but look, the fact is Australia haven't been playing well and they can't say anything else. And you see a picture of their McSweeney walking off the field. That's from the Sydney Morning Herald. Let's grab the other paper, which of course is the Saturday Telegraph, appropriately named because it's Saturday. It goes on a bit about a fair bit of football going on there as well, but they're going to talk about, let's have a look here. There seems to be a little bit more sport about football than anything else at the moment. But okay, that's in my old football team. Okay, there's a concept of breaking barriers down with the likes of Kawaja and Alana King, basically talking about the way that he has broken down the barriers because of his Muslim background. Quite impressive. Of course, then we have good old Peter Siddle, 40 not out. He's still playing for the Melbourne Stars in the Big Bash here in Australia. Quite incredible that he's still at large in that tournament. So good on him. Fit as a fiddle, obviously. So yeah, that's the way that the articles fall. The main one, of course, is around the weather for the next game and also around the whole debacle of the weather for Canberra, that is, and also the debacle of how Australia's handling it and the beauty of Bumrah. So stay tuned. This is Norman Kochnick on Saturday, 30th November. Wait for the next bulletin, which will be on the 1st of December. Only some 5 days out from the test, 5-6 days out from the test match. That is in Adelaide. Norman Kochnick, eyes on sports, eyes on cricket. Take care.